Kwa majina naitwa Mohamed Duba. Mimi ni member ya jamii ya Boran community katika Isiolo County. Leo hii vile mnaona tumekusanyika hapa kama jamii ya Boran community county ya Isiolo, na tumekusanyika hapa kufichua masaibu ambayo inawakumba jamii katika county hii. Na tumekuja hapa kutoa press statement, na kwanza nitasoma press statement kwa niaba ya jamii. Baada hiyo tutapatia wazee wachache nafasi ili waweze kufafanua vizuri jambo ambayo tunayataja katika press statement, na nitaendelea na press statement. Isiolo Boran Community Press Statement, tarehe 24 July 2023 at Ayo Village Hotel. The Boran community in Isiolo, popularly known as Waso Boran, who are the remnants of Boran Gutu, who dominate the southern Ethiopia, are part of the larger Oromo population of Ethiopia. They are the dominant community in Isiolo County and predominantly occupy 2 out of the 3 sub-counties within Isiolo County, namely Merti and Garbatula sub-counties, with a sizable presence in Isiolo municipality, which is cosmopolitan just like any town in Kenya. Amongst the Waso Boran are some small minorities of Gabra and Sakuya ethnic groups who speak Boran language and share similar culture with the Boran cousins and have lived together for decades and identified themselves with Boran in all aspects of life. For the last 2 decades, the majority Boran community has been systematically profiled and set against other communities living in Isiolo. We have been branded as a community that is antisocial and worse still, singled out as aggressors, when record clearly speaks against this unfair and unjust profiling. This systematic profiling has informed the government policy, hence resulting to social, economic and political marginalization of this majority group through deliberate silent policy, where heads of department from Boran ethnic group is targeted and denied opportunities to serve in Isiolo County. Today, we do not have a single head of department in Isiolo County national government level. Hence, policy decisions are made by people from outside the county, mostly jeopardizing the interests of the dominant communities. In Isiolo municipality, the Boran Gutu community has only 1 chief who is set to retire in June next year, and no single assistant chief. The importance of chiefs in influencing service delivery at the sub-location and locational level cannot be overemphasized. This has led to serious marginalization of the community through exclusion from the government and non-governmental support programs for the vulnerable groups, and worse still, in securing the national identity cards for the youths. As an affirmation of the forestated silent policy of marginalization and discrimination, an officer posted as the county head of registration of persons was recently rejected and turned away by the county commissioner following alleged complaints by members of the county assembly representing wards within the municipality with the support of some senior political leaders. The officer's only crime was his ethnicity, Boran. He was just rejected for being a Boran. In the recent recruitment of national police reserves, the community was left out both at the municipality level and sub-county levels, when the community is known to have borne the brunt of communal conflicts in an unprecedented manner, resulting to loss of lives and property due to repeated raids from the neighboring counties of Garissa, Wajir, Samburu, and Marsabit in the recent past. The said conflict has further led to loss of territories, which has now been taken over and forcefully occupied by the aggressing communities of Garissa and Wajir. Even in the sharing of the county cake and opportunities for the youths, the current governor has given clear indication that he will punish the majority Boran the Boran community for the stand they took during the last general elections. Consequently, all those serving as cashiers in various departments have been shown the door, while other officers, especially the ward administrators, were removed from their previous positions and replaced with unqualified persons. Teachers too have not been spared in this policy of marginalization, hence unfair promotions and replacements and placement. We have confidence in the new administration of His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto and his able deputy Rigathi Gachagua, and wish to thank them for starting on the right footing as shown by the appointment given to our people, and wish to confirm that we have petitioned the Cabinet Secretary for Interior regarding the above community predicament. Hence, expect a positive response to the following demands that we directed to the able Cabinet Secretary. 1. We demand that the Office of the President appoints an independent task force to audit the composition of local administrative arm to ascertain their ethnicity, competency, and qualification to ascertain the alleged bias. 2. Take an audit of the National Police Reserve in the county with a view to addressing the alleged imbalance and bias against Boran community. 3. Take an audit of the national government county heads of department to ascertain the alleged biases. And finally, we demand for an investigation to investigate the reason behind the rejection of the county registrar of person based on his ethnicity and serve justice to the officer. This statement is signed by about 42 members of this community, and that this is what we wish to present to the press. I will now give a chance to some elders.
Borans are actually like a Babazun to the rest of Kenya by virtue of boundering with the community of Somali and also the boundary of Somalia. They have been playing a very meaningful role. President Moi used to say, Borans are the mirror and his ears and eyes as far as Ethiopia and Somalia are concerned. What happened that the successive government cannot see the importance and the role Borana community have been playing. The British were able to recognize them and give them a paramount chiefs, not one, more than one, a first district commissioner. Why the services which has been given to the British government and to the successive leadership cannot be able to see today. We have many youth who are on road. They don't have identity card. They are sitting at home. They are demoralized. They cannot participate in other meaningful development of the government. Whatever the government has been planning for the youth of this country, ours are being left out on pure marginalization. I actually repeat again, the task force to be constituted, we are wondering what the intelligence of this country is also doing. Because the complaints that this community has been given in writing has been shared equally within the government agencies. If actually this issue cannot be addressed immediately, we are taking it up to the president. Delegates will go from here to be able to sit with Dr. Samoei Ruto. I know he will listen to us because we were actually, the community, this has happened to them partly because of him during the last election. Now those who are in the offices must be able to take action. We shall go for demonstration. We shall go for demonstration very soon. We actually give you an ultimatum. In 14 days' time, we want the minister to respond to this press statement and the previous letter that the community have given to him. After that, the matter of demonstration for the community to pursue their rights will follow. Thank you so much.
Kwa sababu hii county imekuwa mpira ya kila moja anafuta bande yote. Hii mbeleni kuna wakati ya samani Sakale. DC ya hapa alikuwa anaitwa Dabaso Wabera. Huyu ameletwa Lancaster ili akuja wakilishe jamii ya Borana. Na hiyo ni kitu kitambo wakati ya koloni. Na vile vile kuna machief alikuwa hapa anaitwa Halake Fayo ambayo anawakilisha North, na kuna anaitwa Haji Galm Dido ambayo anawakilisha South. Wote alikuwa wa jamii ya Borana. Kitoka wakati Borana alianza hapa, sisi tuko hapa mwaka 117 wa leo. Lakini leo tumekuwa sisi ni kama panya katika hii county. Kila moja anatoka bara anakuja kutusingira, na wengine wengi wanatoka mbali analetwa na wale watu ambao wameletwa transfer hapa. Na ni ajabu katika county jamii wale ambao wako wengi ananyanyaswa na wale walio wachache. Na sisi hapa tumenyanyasika, ndio tunaongea juu ya hiyo maneno, juu ya dhulma yetu. Ile ametulete hapa ni dhulma hali ya juu. Na yule mtu ambayo amepanda dhulma akamea kama miti ni county commissioner ya Isiolo County. Kwa sababu tukienda kuangalia mambo ya ardhi hii koloni alipimia kila moja, kila kabila, kila county ambayo kuna wakilisha na kabila fulani. Lakini hapa sisi tumekuwa sio wenyeji, na sisi ndo wenyeji. Shida ile iko hapa saa hii vile tumeongea hapa tukieleza nyinyi. Kuna kitu kingine nyinyi watangazaji hamuna habari. Kitu kama maneno ya NPR tumefuata. Na maneno ya NPR inafaa kupatiwa yule yoyote ambayo anaishi Isiolo County. Hapa tunaishi jamii 5. Katika jamii 5, jamii 3 wamepatiwa funduki ya kujilinda. Wamepata phase 1 na phase 2. Phase 3 baka saa hii bado kawa. Na phase 3 hata sisi bado pata. Kwa nini? Kama nyinyi watangazaji ambayo mnaangalia haki ya wanyonge, kwa nini wa Borana peke yake alinyimwa katika county hii? Amepatiwa waine wale ambao wanaishi hapa. Samburu amepata yao, Ondorobo hata amepata yao, Meru amepata yao, Turkana amepata yao, Somalia amepata yao, Borana hajapata hata moja. Out of 97 NPR hakuna hata moja Borana iko ndani. Dhulma ama sio dhulma? Dhulma. Sasa wacha tuendelee na mambo ya ID card. Mtoto yangu leo akifikisha miaka 18, Kenya, sharia ya Kenya anasema ni haki ya apate kitambulisho ya Kenya. Na leo hii mtoto yangu akijaza anakaa 4 years ndio apate nini? ID card. Lakini hao wengine within week ama 30 days. Kwa nini tunatofautishwa? Ardhi yetu kila county ana boundary yake. Sisi hatuna boundary. Kitoka kwa Gadisa mpaka county commissioner which is 2 km ambayo inasemekana sio Isiolo County. Na hii county commissioner lazima akikuja kitu ya kwanza wale anaangalia county, anaangalia boundary mara mbili, town boundary na county boundary. Huyu ako hapa sasa hana town boundary kwa sababu yeye haangali. Tai kitu ikifanyika Asharaf tunaenda baka Mudara ama Kanjae tunaenda kuripoti, lakini Isiolo County ni 1 kilometer. Dhulma hii inatembeshwa na serikali kuu, national government ndio inatembesha kudhulumu sisi pamoja na county government, kwa sababu wamesupportana na vile wanasema atuwanyanyazaji ndio wametoka katika ofisi gani? Ofisi hii. Kama nakawa kazi, hata malimu wacha kazi ile ambayo mshahara kidogo ni wa walimu. Headmaster yetu hakuna hata moja hapa. Shule hii yote ukienda kuchunguza, headmaster ni mtu mwingine kutoka bara. Juzi watu waliajiriwa hapa kwa kwa district, county. Wale ameajiriwa ni watu ya anakatia watu ID card pamoja na badge. Watu 9 wameajiriwa. Hakuna mtoto mmoja ya Isiolo amepata. Imetolewa mtu Kisumu, Kakamega, Machakos, Mombasa. Kwani yetu ya hapa hawana haki. Barabara hii ya kuenda Madogash katikati anatembea, hata contract wakati alikuja, gazette notice alikuja, ilikuja ya Isiolo County. Na saa hii county 3 inangangania. Na hapa ukipita Garissa, juzi watu wetu imerudishwa kitoka pale inaitwa Badalali Wario. Na Badalali Wario, Ali Wario ni nani? Kwani Ali Wario ni Mwero?
Borana.
Ni Borana. Hiyo ni jina ya Borana, ardhi ya Borana. Tumenyanyazwa na county commissioner ya Isiolo na tukireport kwake anasema huko ni Meru County. Na hakuna siku serikali ametuonyesha officially kitoka sehemu fulani mpaka sehemu fulani ni Isiolo County. Watu wa Isiolo County awe hapa, viongozi awe hapa, raia awe hapa, yote tunaambiwa kitoka sehemu fulani imekuwa Meru County, kitoka Isiolo mbali fulani imekuwa Isiolo County.
The term cosmopolitan has been used to marginalize the majority community in this county. We have not denied the fact that this town is a cosmopolitan town. But this town, like any other town in Kenya, is just a fraction of what constitutes this county. This county has a land mass of more than 26,000 square kilometers. This town constitutes less than 7% of that land mass. The rest of the land mass, and particularly the 2 sub-counties that have been mentioned, Garbatula and Merti, are predominantly occupied by this community. Even in this town, Boran is a singular majority community in this town. So the fact that counties were petitioned in accordance with the majority population that lives in that county is undisputable. Every county has its owners. And I want to confirm and affirm that this county belongs to Boran. The rest of the communities live here, work here, and have a right to do business and have a right to all any service that is given in this county. But undisputably, the Boran must be respected as the people who are the majority of this county. Number 2, this systematic marginalization is being spearheaded by the provincial administration. The successive provincial administration have been used by the political class as a silent policy, as we said, to marginalize the Boran community. And this must stop. We are giving a warning to the government to stop this systematic marginalization. it will lead to an uprising. And it will lead, I'm assuring you, it will lead to an uprising. It must stop. In the last general election, the county commissioner was used to deny the Boran community, the Boran-Gutu community, a win in the election. Because just at the verge of the voting day, he issued a statement to reflect Boran as aggressors, people who are going to attack other communities, thus scaring other communities that live in this county that wanted to support the candidate that we forwarded, we presented. That is unfair, unjust, and it was a policy by the then government led by Uhuru Kenyatta. I am sure, and we can say without fear of contradiction, that the current administration will change this, and we are appealing to them to accordingly hear our cries.
It was just a normal transfer, and it was taken from Isiolo, it was taken to, is it Laikipia? Then Laikipia, then it was also taken from Laikipia, it was sent to Embu. From Embu, it was taken to Tharaka Nithi. So if it was that, why was he rejected, why was he transferred from those other two sides? He had sent mobilized some delegation of Borana. Then I told them, I'm not the one who posted. Me, I receive any officer that comes to the station. And they should not drag me into tribal competition that they have. So even if that fellow would be there, will he be serving the Borana or will be serving Kenya? How many communities that are there? All the people are supposed to be there. When he was in Garbatula. Was he serving only the Borana in Garbatula? Oh, yeah, because Garbatula had several communities there. We have the Sekuye, this other Meru and whatever. So we don't serve communities, we serve Kenyans. You know, security, I'm the one in charge of security of Isiolo. And I have several communities living within Isiolo. So, when a decision is being made, it is in fact it's the sub-counties. Those people are being recruited at the sub-county level, and they are vetted using all the vetting teams that are there. We have the NIS, we have the chiefs, we have the police. For me in the county, ours is just to confirm what has been done at the sub-county level. And if I have any adverse report on some of them, then we flag them out at the county level. And that is to me, even if it has gone to Nairobi and the fellow was cleared, and it would be found later that he has some issues, then he will just be removed. In fact, even the list that are there, some of the people did not pass the test. Ile test ya fingerprints nini kwa this see they have to be checked for criminal record. Some of them did not even go through. But our first strategy, the first people whom we gave the NPR. You remember last year around between January and March, there were incursions from the neighboring Samburu, and they evicted people from Burat Ward and Galamara. Ideally, people are living in camps, and we mapped out the hotspot areas, and we say first let us try to address the people who live at the hotspot areas. We mapped out hotspot areas. Hotspot areas within Burat Ward, the Mulango area, where these bandits from Samburu side, they were coming to evict our people. So we identified the communities who are living within those hotspot areas.
Okay.
Those are our first target. Then we do it in a layer, like the onion. We do the first out layer. Then the second one, just in case the enemy manages to evade the first layer, then we have the second one up to where we find that now the people are secure. So it's being done at the sub-county level. Then when they forward the names to the county level, and if there is any report on the people who have been given, then we will be able to act on that side. We flag them out. Some of them will be flagged when we forward the list to Nairobi through the DCI. If they had any criminal records. In fact, the first lot whom we had cleared, several of them did not pass the test. Yeah, and people will want to bring communities that we just give. We say how many communities are there. We divide everybody to every community and find somebody. Some of them are just living within the town. And our first time also, we gave those lists, those firearms. Some of the communities went up to Tana River with our firearms across how many counties. So it is not just an issue that we just give to each community. That's unfair. It depends where are you staying. So hotspot areas, the greater risk, we do assessment based on the greatest risk. That if we place these people staying maybe in Loruk, for instance, that are at a greater risk of being attacked. Then we give firearms to them to defend themselves before the police will come and do the backup. So we are not just giving it because of the community. We are giving as per the security threat to their lives and property. I don't want to be involved in tribal things. I will not comment on tribal issues. Because we want to deact the issue of tribalism. We don't want to comment on the people who have tribal thinking. I cannot comment on tribal thinking. And there are some fellows who are saying that they're from maybe Borana. Some of them, they are beyond the age and they want to begin firearms. If you are 60 years, 65, we give firearms for what purpose? In fact, there are regulations that a person who is supposed to get a firearm should be of a certain age. So some of them, people are former leaders, they want to be given NPR, but they can just apply through the normal and we give them the private firearms. We had some delays a bit. We had delays on the processing in Nairobi of IDs. That's why they delayed a bit. But the situation has improved, and the situation has improved. In fact, I've been pursuing to ensure that people who have left to get ID, it is being fast-tracked. And I've told them, in fact, the other guy who talked and trying to bring the trouble aspect, he did not even, there was a lot of backlog. In fact, the other fellow was very good.
Okay.
A lot of backlog, but we are addressing those issues.